Yeah, unless they start putting like travel bans, I don't plan on getting it.
Exactly.
Yeah, a lot of people said that the reason why they would do it is like because they want to travel. Yo, so put the headphones on. It's gonna sound so weird once you put them on, and then you go into the microphone.
Oh.
Yeah. Let's see. What's going on?
You know, I had to come with the Phillies hat on.
Of course.
I had to. Yeah.
How scared are you about Rodgers?
He's been so butthurt.
If anybody knows,
He literally he muted us on like Instagram and everything because we kept.
You guys are gonna send him everything.
Yeah, no. I mean, even before that, when the Tampa Bay Buccaneers beat the Green Bay Packers,
you deserved it.
I muted everybody.
Yeah,
muted everybody.
I was finally conscious and was able to watch the NFC and AFC championship in my hospital bed.
Yeah,
I watched the whole Packers-Bucks game. And then I watched a part of the Bills game and everything, and then I ended up falling asleep. But, dude, I couldn't believe that.
No.
I couldn't believe the Packers did not win that game. That
Yeah.
what kills me inside is like, damn, Brady's really going to do this again.
I know.
And he did.
At this point, though, I'm just appreciating it. Like it gets.
We're never going to see anything like that. I don't care what. I'm sorry. I'm not a big fan of Patrick Mahomes. He's great. He's a great player.
I think he has a lot of help.
Yeah.
He has a lot of help. I think.
Yeah.
He has a great supporting cast. But, like, I
Head
feel like
coach, offensive mastermind.
Yeah, Andy Reid, you know, like.
Yeah.
But I think
they overhype his like.
Yeah, it's just it's
like everyone's been doing it.
Stafford is going.
Yes.
To kill it.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. And the Rams. Yep.
Oh, because he does things Patrick Mahomes does, but because
he just doesn't get the
credit.
credit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No.
Yeah. The throws, the
they love Patrick Mahomes. Like even you remember that Super Bowl play where he like was diving and threw an incompletion. And it was a great throw.
Like, oh my god, he should have caught that.
It was a great throw, but they put it on the NFL top 100 plays of the season
for an incomplete pass. An glorified incomplete pass.
I didn't know that.
Yep, they put it on the top 100 plays.
Yeah, it was during the Super Bowl when he like dove, but he like threw it as he was diving. It was
impressive, but you don't put that on top 100
plays. If it's not a completion, it's not a play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's awesome that he made something out of nothing, but it ended up being nothing because
Yep.
I think Patrick Mahomes is overrated.
I think he has potential, but I just want to see him do it with like less help around him, like a Russell Wilson does.
Yes,
like
look at Russell Wilson.
I love Russell Wilson. Yeah.
Even
Matt Stafford, most of it, other than Calvin Johnson.
Oh
but
my god, I love Matthew Stafford.
Yeah, me too.
I'm so happy and excited for that man.
He's so underrated.
So it's just so frustrating. Like I think the NFL wants to make like Patrick Mahomes look like, hey, we got another Tom Brady in the making.
No,
he's not even gonna touch 8 Super Bowls.
No
shot.
Because especially him making $50 million a year, not a chance. You can't. You can't.
So this is technically episode 20 since the one with Vinny. Didn't get posted. The audio got messed up. I guess the sound effects button was on, and it sounded like an empty auditorium every time you spoke.
Really?
Yeah, it was that bad. Which reminds me, hold on, I gotta. That's not happening.
That would not be good. Gotta learn your lesson.
I want to say that's probably my first McDouble, and.
Oh really?
Dude, I love them. I love them.
They're so good.
McDonald's French fries are like addicting.
Oh.
They're perfect.
I don't like the Wendy's ones.
I'm
not a fan. But I'll tell you what, Wendy's breakfast, incredible. Have you ever tried it?
I haven't, no.
Announced the new breakfast menu.
Yeah.
I was in Belmar. I literally woke up in the morning, I'm like, I'm booking it to Wendy's and try this. I spent like $60-something. I bought like 4 of each breakfast sandwich. I'm like, here, everyone try one, let me know what you think. The chicken sandwiches they have.
Wait, what is this? What is this?
Wendy's
again?
breakfast.
So good.
Oh, I never had Wendy's breakfast. I didn't even know that they were.
So good.
It is? It's that good?
So good.
Shit.
I love it.
I know McDonald's breakfast.
It's like fast food breakfast. It's all right.
Yeah, that's just like something where like, hey, you need something, you got it.
Yeah.
The Wendy's I like is the pretzel bun. I like their pretzel bun.
Pretzel bun.
Yeah. I don't think any other place does that.
Not that I can think.
Yeah, no. But yeah, this is technically episode 20. So the big 2-0.
It's still glad to be here. Happy to be here.
Yeah.
I can't believe there's only 20 episodes too. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like there's more than that.
We took a break because Brendan's grandma wasn't vaccinated yet, so we weren't coming here just in case.
Yeah, I mean, like I got COVID in January, and I stopped doing the podcast. Like November, I would say. And I mean, like if I still came here, with having COVID, I may give it to my grandma.
It's not worth the risk.
Yeah, my grandma has COPD, so she gets it. Like her lungs,
it's gonna be a problem.
It's gonna be really bad, and I don't want to be the the cause of my grandma's downfall. And like my family is already COVID crazy, like as it is. And
I was when I got COVID, I was like, oh man, thank God my stepfather was vaccinated when I finally got it, because he was the biggest risk. Like even when COVID first started, he had me stay home for like 2 months at the beginning of it, because he's like, listen, I don't feel comfortable with you going into the city. So I was like, okay, I was able to stay home. But yeah, I was very lucky that he was all vaccinated and whatnot. But it's still like, my mom was so upset that I was about to be done with my physical therapy.
Yeah.
And then I ended up giving her COVID, and I was like,
oh no.
It's like, damn. That's fine.
Wait, did you get COVID before or after your accident?
After the accident.
After the accident.
Yeah.
Did it have any of...
The whole world can throw anything my way, I'm gonna survive.
For real.
But no, what was it? It was before a week before Easter is when I got it, and it was one of those things where Sunday I was like, I kind of just feel bad.
Yeah.
And then Mondays where like the whole body was aching, and like I lost my taste, my smell, and everything.
Did you get them back yet? Because I've heard people lose it for months.
My mother's friend's son apparently had COVID in January, and he still to this day doesn't have his taste back. I don't know how that works, but like my biggest thing, I would wake up in the morning, I would go up to a candle, and like I'm like, okay, I can still kind of smell it. Yeah. But yeah, no, I my taste is not fully back, but like I can taste that.
Yeah.
When I couldn't taste, it was so difficult to try to eat.
Yeah.
My mother would be.
You have no appetite.
Yeah, it's like what's the point? I'm like, I can't enjoy this.
And did you want to really like spend money on food if you were if you couldn't really taste it?
Exactly. So that was my biggest thing. Like you'd have like some people saying like, hey, you want to go grab food? I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I wanted to go to Buffalo Wild Wings and grab some wings too.
Yeah.
Like, what's the point of me going here?
Do you go to the one in Rockaway?
Those really spicy ones. See if that kicked your taste back in.
I was like, I really think I could do that challenge.
Yeah.
Where you got to sign the waiver. I'm like,
oh yeah.
I'm like, I think I could do it.
Yeah.
You probably could have.
I was like, I mean, I know I might be sweating, but I mean, besides that, I feel like I can do it.
I gotcha. You can move your mic closer to you if you want.
Are we good?
Yeah.
Check 1 2.
Check 1 2. We're live. I mean, we've been live for about 5 minutes. Good discussion on McDonald's and everything.
There you go. That's the greatest part about all this is like
it's just so casual. It's casual conversation, and then awesome. Sometimes you may get a hit of like some funny conversations, awesome. And then like you hear it back, and then like that shit was funny.
You don't even realize that at the time.
Yeah, exactly.
The Two Bears One Cave podcast. You literally have Bert Kreischer that dies laughing at something he said. He literally looks at Tom Segura and he goes, it's so awesome. He's like, I'm gonna come back and watch this and laugh at it.
For real. So have you been since high school? I mean, it's been a while. This is like the first reunion since graduating.
Yeah, absolutely. With
we probably run into each other a few times at bars and stuff, but that's about it.
Yeah.
School really wasn't the biggest thing for me. I had a decent amount of opportunities to go play soccer other places, but I even like said to my mother, I was like, listen, I don't want to waste your money or their money, give me scholarship, whatever. I'm like, I'm gonna be the one that's gonna go party, probably not keep my grades up and not even be able to play. Not worth it. I did go to Berkeley College for 1 semester. Was not for me. It wasn't even like my grades weren't great, but it wasn't like the grades were the problem. I was just like, I don't know. This isn't.
Yeah, it's not for everybody.
But yeah, when I got out of high school, I worked at M&M Mars for a little bit, and then I went to I worked with my uncle in Patterson for about a year, and then I worked at the Panther Valley Golf Course for almost 3 years, and we had a pretty awesome squad. You had Shane Lauder, Dylan Canfield.
Will it be okay with mentioning them on the podcast? Okay. All right.
They're the ones that want to hear these.
There you go.
our golf course stories. Oh man, the golf course. We had Jacob Melton, James Durko. Worked with us.
Yeah.
Oh, man, it was so.
Did you guys go out a lot in golf? Because did they give you free?
We were able to golf on Mondays.
Okay.
But I was so bad.
Yeah, we are too.
I'm like I can't even like process how bad I am. Like Shane wants because Shane Lauder is getting married.
Okay.
In Cabo next January.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, oh, you want to like golf like for the wedding? I was like, I'm gonna have to start practicing. I'm not gonna be able to do it.
Hey, practice makes perfect.
And that's the one sport
honestly,
where you just practice.
Yeah, you just keep
It's
swinging.
the toughest sport ever.
You just gotta be cool, calm, and collected, and I am far from any of that.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no shot I'm doing that.
I mean, like those 250 hits I'd be swinging on Instagram. Those are like 5 or 6 takes. To be honest with you.
That's what you gotta do. You gotta get the nice one.
Yeah. Oh man, but so you were.
Straw there.
Wait, what? Oh,
Straw's there.
how is it being a state champ in high school? You guys basically stole the show. You guys
our senior
canceled Powder Puff, which I was like really pissed off at because I wanted to be coach or whatever. But no, you guys were state champs. You guys stole the show that year.
That was definitely everyone that was on that team, from the juniors, sophomores, everyone.
Mm-hmm.
That was a crazy ride with everyone. It means the world that we still get to talk about it.
Yeah, I know.
They bring it up to me. It's cool. Nothing was cooler though than the amount of fans.
Oh yeah, there was like a bus that to the state
we
game.
beat a record for the amount of buses that went to the state game.
Really?
I think it was like 4 or 5 buses
Wow,
that went there.
That's pretty cool.
And that was the jungle, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Back then, it was the jungle.
That was when the jungle was the jungle. We were the worst at basketball games.
Prime jungle. Oh wait, I remember during the football games, you guys got told to shut up by our coach.
Really?
Yeah.
We chanted.
Where's your Bible? To
a Catholic school.
Yeah.
And we got a penalty, and I think it was Robinson just freaking out. Like, shut up.
Yeah.
I think, I don't know, someone actually called it pass, and it was like a good play, and we ended up getting it called back. So bad.
I had an interception in that game. I remember it was like a jump ball.
I think we all dressed up too. Like that was it. We made the most out of it.
Dude,
everything.
all right. So my one and only touchdown was against Parsippany.
I remember that game.
And honestly, like the jungle kind of like emphasized the experience with chanting my name and things that, dude. Absolutely. It was such a great experience. It was so awesome. Like you guys got the jungle basically made my life after that one and only touchdown.
Our grade was awesome, and just we had a really close, even the cheering on, but we had a really close grade. Like everyone was.
I feel like everyone was cool with everyone. Yeah,
we had a nice. I feel like everyone knew each other and whatnot. Like whether you did things every other day with someone, but everyone was still pretty cool with each other.
Yeah,
it was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
Campos Island. That's what.
Yeah. It was awesome. That whole fan section was just lunatics.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah, for real. What was the score of the state game? Was it close?
Did you guys win by a good amount?
I think it. So it was. We were down 1-0, and we got scored on. The buses were running late.
Oh.
So and that was our whole thing was having the fans there for us.
Yeah.
Blah, blah. When the fans finally showed up, we tied it up. It was 1-1 the whole game.
Oh, okay.
And then Jared scored to make it 2-1. Fireworks, everyone's freaking out. And then with 5 minutes left, Josh Weiss scored.
Okay.
And that was where it solidified. It was 3-1. Just play defense.
Was it,
don't do anything stupid.
It was Garfield the semifinal game, right?
So.
Did you play them?
Garfield was the sectional final where everyone got to
leave class early. Yeah.
Nothing was funnier than warming up before that game, and one of the Garfield parents was like, "They have nobody here cheering for him, blah blah." And then the whole school comes out, and I'm right there on the sideline, and he calls back the person he was on the phone with. He's like, "The whole school's out here."
Yeah,
it was that
was cool that they did that.
I remember it was a whole discrepancy. They didn't know if the school was going to be able to come out or not. I was like, come on. was like, how often do you get to like be at a sectional final?
Yeah.
So, but no, Garasso and everyone hooked it up and got everyone out there. I think that sectional final in front of the whole school was almost cooler than the state final.
Yeah, it was cool. It was
thousands of people all just crowded around that game. That was awesome.
High school was fun. I mean, like I
liked high school. Some people hated
I
high
was tied down for most of it, but really like when I felt me whenever I played football or whenever I was in video production. Remember video production?
I love Miss Tomasini.
I love Miss Tomasini too.
Favorite.
She was funny.
Teacher.
Yeah.
So my sister took her class, and it was, I want to say, our freshman year of college, sophomore year of college.
Stephanie, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know the pop figures? The pop figures?
Oh wait, the pop figures.
The little figurines are like
the Funko Pop things?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Scott collects those.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah. Miss Tomasini was collecting those, and I was like, oh man, I gotta get her some. And I know she loved Ghostbusters. I got her the little green goob guy. Whatever.
Oh yeah.
And then I know her son was a fan of like the Marvel people.
Mm-hmm.
I got him like a Captain America.
That's very cool.
One. But yeah, and that's the thing, like we were like the last like normal fun like generation of high school. Now, because even like they couldn't wait for us to get out of there, because that's when they like started having the security guards and everything.
Yes, that's
we
right.
got out just in time.
We got out just in time. We were literally the last hurrah of high school.
It kind of sucks. Like I feel like when we were in school, if like a alumni of Hackettstown wanted to go visit, they could just walk in, and now we can't.
Yeah,
we're not allowed. I
want to visit Miss T.
I would do,
but like it seems like it's a hassle right now because of the security.
It's like you probably got to get a test, and
yeah.
Who knows what the situation is? But regardless, like even like when I went and gave Miss Tomasini those gifts, it was one of those things where it was like, oh, you're not allowed to be walking around the hallways. I'm like,
yeah.
It seems so annoying.
I have my ticket right here. Like, I signed in, and like still, I'm sure it's more of a hassle now.
Yeah,
to be able to do that.
Sure, it just keeps getting worse.
For real, yeah. But like honestly, like with my video production skill, I mean, like I'm not like advanced or anything like that, but I honestly like that I got this, like skill so I can do this podcast. Honestly,
when I tell you, we did it for 3 years.
3 years.
I wouldn't know what I'm doing with it.
I only did it 1 year. I don't remember any of it.
Oh, really? Even after 3 years, you wouldn't know what to do?
No.
Oh, wow.
Bad.
I remember the teleprompter doing that for Tiger TV, and I hated it because I would go too fast for someone to read. And like the worst part was it was one shot and done. So if you messed up, like it was just so awkward watching the next day.
Oh, why? Was it really one cut?
Most of the time she was like, one cut and we're done. She didn't let you like redo it unless like maybe if you messed up right at the beginning, she would. But but if it was later on,
she put Nick Pixley and I were the anchors the one day, and I'm pretty sure she put
I think I was in your class. I think I was in your class all 3 years. Yeah.
But Nick and I were the anchors. We did so bad. She's like, this is the one we're airing. And she did it. And she put it on YouTube. And like you had me getting like, because you had I think Tom Bordy was messing with the graphics or whatnot. And like, I could see it. And I'm like, what are you doing?
I think the highlight of Tiger TV, the best moment ever, was Brendan saying Shelly Belly Gummy Bear on it.
I would never live that down. I'm afraid that's my reputation in high school. For real, dude.
This is definitely the Tiger TV reputation. That when I think Tiger TV, that's the first thing that comes to my mind.
I wish I didn't do that shit, but
and it got replayed again at the end of the year. Miss Tomasini kept she played like a bunch of the highlights from throughout the year, like of things that people made. And I remember I was sitting in Robinson's room, and he put the TV on, and they were just like airing like whatever Tomasini put, different projects people did, and that one came on.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
High school love's a different kind of love. We're all so young and stupid.
Yeah.
You're gonna
honestly, you
embrace it.
You realize how so when you're in high school, I feel like not everyone is 100% themselves. I definitely
I feel like you
100%
become yourself
myself.
in college. I feel like that's when you really mature.
I've seen like some videos where people literally say it's like when you get out of high school, that's where you literally start figuring out who you are.
Yeah,
like,
who you are.
Like you could care less what somebody thinks. You're gonna do what interests you.
That was the best part. Like
that's
I remember the pressure of high school. Like it just anything.
Yeah. I'm definitely not I don't think I'm the same person as I was in high school.
We all aren't.
Yeah.
We all aren't.
Not a chance.
Yeah.
We've all changed a lot.
Yeah. Like with the video production skills and everything, I really appreciate
the
all
fact
this
that you
stuff.
still have
We have the camera.
Knowledge to do it.
I would not be able. I mean, don't get me wrong. I could like if you wanted me to go and grab a camera and film some stuff, I could go to the computer and put something together. Yeah. But I can't. I wouldn't know how to like set up this.
Yeah, it's like you're back in Tiger TV again.
Dude, that was her class was so much fun.
It was.
I remember one time she gave us assigned partners. And we all just decided, we're like, no, like, let us pick our partners. Like, this is a, like, we were excited.
Did that really happen? Okay.
We were excited because it was, like, a cool, like, it was going to be.
It was like a music video or something like that, right?
And it was like, we can actually, like, make a really good video.
Yeah.
Like, we want to enjoy this. Like, let us pick our partners and do it with someone.
I think I remember that. Yeah.
And she's like, no, guys, come on. You're with your partner, and we all just like I think Andrew Begley and Pixie were the ones that were just like, no, everyone stay right here until she lets us, and she like freaked out. And we ended up getting to pick up partners.
And we were like video production 4 at that time. And it was just like, why not like have like do it with like the kids that we were like comfortable doing it with.
Exactly. Like you want to see some cool stuff. Like
exactly.
Put us with people we want to like make stuff with.
For real.
So much fun.
I mean, honestly, like Miss T, she was
the best. I love that woman.
I don't think she was a fan of my work though.
Oh my god.
I don't like.
She would just
criticize
every little thing. I will never forget. Remember when you had to like make a worm, and it like you had to like make it like
yes.
Well, like a claymation thing or something.
Yeah, like with clay. You just roll out
that would be like video production 1 or something like that, where it was basic stuff.
I will never forget Andrew Beckley's final product was the worm. It just looked like the worm was humping the table. She even laughed, which was so funny. She's like, Andrew, what is this? But like, and that's the thing. Like, he made it was supposed to look like, all right, he's moving. Yeah, like, he just went pop, pop, pop. Or like just looked like he was power thrusting the table.
But she projected it like on the screen for
everyone to see. So everyone's dying laughing, and like you knew Begley was just like, that's so funny.
I don't think she was a big fan of me. I only did video production 1, but I got in the class and it was like somehow I got stuck with like all people grade above us, so I didn't really know anyone. I knew like Zach. That was it.
She couldn't stand top.
But he had a crush on her, I remember.
A lot of people had a crush. I
mean, he used to always say that.
I love that woman.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
I never understood that.
A lot of the video production kids had a crush on her.
Awesome.
I think it must be the personality.
Yeah,
like it's the like feisty personality.
Yeah, she's
feisty. Yeah. And she's blonde, so that kind of helps. Misty, I love that.
But yeah, I mean, like the point of this podcast really is to show off my skills, like for like jobs and things.
Yeah, absolutely. It's something to throw on your resume.
Yeah, like I use it like as a portfolio, and I also do it for fun, and it's like a passion that I have as well too. And I try to use it as a portfolio to get like a job in media because I want to go into media, especially when it's like blowing up. When we were in video production, we were always told that there's not money that's made in video production, but now since media is blowing up,
and because of COVID now, it's like everything
even
is
more
mainstream media.
Exactly. So that's why I mean that's part of the reason why I'm like tapping into it, just so like I have this experience and that I can go into media and make a lot of money in media. But it's just so weird that like back in 2012. They were like, there's no money in video production. You're not going to find anything. But with media now, especially with COVID.
The only thing at that time, the only thing I can think of is like working for like a TV
like
studio. Or
like a studio or radio station or something.
But now
like that.
every company will even have like their own media person in general to come up with stuff.
People get hired just to like
run social media accounts.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It has a very big influence in our society right now. That's how a lot of people get their information. It's a big source of information.
To be our age in the 70s or 80s.
Oh, me too. Me too. Even the 90s, like our age in the 90s, I'd be fine with that too.
I'd be absolutely happy with that.
Do you guys ever feel that like you're behind your time? So like you would vibe better with people like in the 90s?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I could agree with that.
I don't know. I can't. I don't know, like the music today, I don't really vibe with it, and I don't know.
People trying to cancel Eminem and whatnot.
Yeah, right. It's just like no. Yeah. I wish I was born like 5 years.
I wish I grew up where like punk rock was like the big thing, like Blink 182 and all that.
Like when we were 6, 7 years old. That's when you had like Green Day, American Rejects, all that. Like if we were this age
then, that would have been awesome.
Exactly.
Man, we would have.
We're also in like a weird time period, like where we were born 97, right? We were all born 97. I feel like we're in between like the millennials and Gen Z. I mean, we're technically Gen Z, but I don't think I'm a Gen Z. I think I'm more so of a millennial.
Because when I think of Gen Z, I think of like 13-year-olds and doing TikToks and stuff. I don't.
I mean, even adults are doing TikToks.
I know.
Like, even people older than us are. I mean, TikTok is.
I will be the first to admit I was so bored, just stuck at home on medication.
Oh, I'm sure.
I made some TikToks of just my, like gaming stuff. I'm like, I just want to put music over some cool gaming clips. Yeah. That's all I've done. That's all I've literally done.
Yeah.
Brendan did one with.
Yeah, I did one for top 10
sports rivals,
biggest rivalries of all time. I'll do something like that, but I won't like dance in front of
dance.
Charlie D'Amelio or something is good for that.
Yeah. I don't think people want to see you do it though.
Yeah, no, I'll be really bad.
Yeah. Speaking of sports though, the draft just happened, and Aaron Rodgers, Brendan.
How
scared are you?
Man? Oh man,
it's
that man just wants to host Jeopardy. He doesn't.
He doesn't have the passion for football anymore. He's
honestly,
a Jeopardy guy.
I think that we were in a very lucky situation with the transition between Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers. I don't think that we'll see anything like that. Especially in the Packers
they're
franchise.
Rare talents, but I think Jordan Love will do all right.
I don't know. I think it's a long shot if you're going to get back to back. I mean, the last time that's ever happened was Steve Young and Joe Montana.
Oh yeah, that was.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only other.
It doesn't happen often, but the thing is, I feel like the Packers are such a good organization in terms of keeping talent. It's never like they go through a complete rebuilding. Like if they lose Aaron Rodgers now, like whoever starts there is gonna have Devontae Adams to throw to. They're gonna have a top 5 offensive line to work with.
Are they gonna do it like Aaron Rodgers though?
They don't have to do it like him.
Are you going to compare everyone else to like Tom Brady? Like, are they going to win like Tom Brady won? No.
I mean, look at Jared Goff.
Packers, they're a great organization. They'll know what to do with what.
Yeah.
And look at someone like Jared Goff. Like, he made it to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And he's about as average as it gets.
Yeah.
I hate him.
I thought he was so overrated.
I think Carson Wentz is better.
I do too.
I feel bad
for Wentz.
I feel bad for Carson Wentz.
He got such like a shit end of the stick. Like they gave him nothing to work with.
Nothing frustrates me more. First and foremost, when you have an ACL injury and whatnot.
Yeah.
Just like even with Joe Burrow, I hope. Awesome.
I hope he comes back all right.
But like it's pretty rare. Like you don't have Adrian Petersons or Tom Brady's who come back from an ACL team and still tear it up the league.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be fun yet scary to see how Joe Burrow does. But
Dak Prescott is what's he gonna do after?
I'm waiting to see how he does.
We'll see how he
that was a rough injury.
I can't believe they still signed him.
I know. That's a huge contract too.
Oh well. Mike says different. I think Mike
still believes in him, but if he comes back and he's fine, that's one thing. But like you don't know if he's gonna be the same Dak.
Yeah.
Here's the Eagles fan in me. It's
funny that we just had a Cowboys fan sitting in that spot. Now we got Eagles.
All of Dak Prescott's stats are garbage time points because they're always down by so much. So he's just heaving the ball and gets a garbage time TD or something. Like that stuff frustrates me. You had Carson Wentz who had Walmart employees for receivers in the practice squad.
Yeah.
And he still brought them to the playoffs. He threw for over 4,000 yards 2 years ago. Not one receiver I think had over 500, 600 receiving yards. That's insane.
Yeah, it's crazy.
He had a quarterback
this season
in college as a wide receiver. Greg Ward. And then the next year you did nothing to support him and help him. I mean, you got Miles Sanders. He's awesome. I do like Miles, but like Jalen Reagor, you could have gotten Justin Jefferson.
Yeah. And then the year before that, they got Arcega Whiteside, right? And they could have had DK.
Yeah. I was talking to a few Eagles fans. They weren't happy with the previous draft, who they were drafting.
And drafting Jalen Hurts.
Oh,
great human. He's a great human being, great person. He ain't it.
Yeah.
He's not.
You don't think so?
I said that the whole time just watching him in college. I didn't. He's like, I feel like there's two different types of college quarterbacks. There's the ones that are going to come out and like you see them having potential in the NFL, but then you have ones that are just great college quarterbacks. They fit well with that scheme. With Tim Tebow.
I mean, I don't think Jalen Hurts has like the it factor or anything like that.
I think he fit well with college schemes.
Exactly.
I mean, like I just thought like towards the end of last season was like I just feel like the offense wasn't a good fit for Carson Wentz, but the offense was a better fit for Jalen Hurts. I mean, because
he's more mobile.
I'm not saying Jalen Hurts is better than Carson Wentz. I'm just saying that was a better fit for Jalen Hurts. I think they gave up
on Wentz.
I think they did too. Yeah.
I think back after the Super Bowl, I said the whole time I would have traded Wentz then and kept Foles because Foles fit perfect.
But what really hurt the whole organization was losing Frank Reich.
Yeah.
That's why I think Carson Wentz might. I want him to. I want him to just literally stick the middle finger up at all of Philly for letting him go.
Yeah.
Because he's back with Frank Wright in Indianapolis.
He's going to have a good offensive line now.
Weapons, I don't care how old T.Y. Hilton is. He'll actually catch the ball.
Yeah.
So.
So your Giant how are your Giants fans feeling about your the last
ripping Rocco apart when he got Devontae Smith. I was like, oh, the Cowboys and Eagles worked together to make sure you guys didn't get Devontae Smith. They were gonna take him.
Yeah. I understand. I don't understand it. The Giants have Kenny Galladay, Sterling Shepard. They have
that was the biggest heartbreak. I wanted Kenny Galladay.
Yeah,
the Eagles.
He's good. He's good. He's a bit underrated right now.
Good. He's good. He's gonna be good. It's a shame, he's got Daniel Jones throwing the football. Yeah, that kid is not it.
He has his moments. It's just the Giants are so dumb. Like going into this draft, I was like, okay, there's no way the Giants aren't gonna draft a receiver or aren't gonna draft a lineman. And then I was like, and there's absolutely no way they're drafting a receiver, and they went for a receiver either way. And then
they got the Tony kid, right?
Tony. Yeah, I think was he Florida? I think.
Forgot what his last name was. Yeah,
that was his last name. I thought.
Oh wait, yeah,
Tony. Something Tony.
Tony.
Kadarius Tony was it?
Maybe something like that. But he came from Florida.
Yeah,
I remember that.
Yeah, I was so confused why the Eagles traded up. I was like, oh, there's no way the Giants are gonna draft a receiver, and the Cowboys aren't either. They're both set at receiver, and the Giants were going to do it either way. They're such a dumb organization. They're so dumb.
Their fans are even dumber. So,
but what about that last game of the season, though? You guys screwed them, I think.
Oh, I'm happy we did.
But I guess
my biggest thing is Doug Peterson, before the game started, came out and said, hey, we're letting Nate Sudfeld play, regardless of the situation.
Yeah.
And first and foremost, the NFL messed up having that as a prime time game.
So
you got 2 4-12 teams versing each other on prime time. It's like if that was a 1:00 game, it wouldn't have had
no one would have
any
cared.
Coverage. No one would have seen what would have happened.
Yeah.
But no, because it's the NFC East and an 8-8 team's gonna make it on the last game of the season.
Yep.
That was a clown division last year.
That's probably the worst division of NFL history.
It is every year. And once in a blue moon, you'll have like the Cowboys or Eagles go like 13-3, 12-4 by bomb.
But it's never
consistency. I don't think a team has won the division back to back in 15, 16
Yeah,
years.
no.
Yeah.
I feel like that's one of those divisions where there's always one team that does well, or at least usually there's one team that does well, and the other 3 are just like bad.
Circus
and then the next season you're like, oh, that team that did well next season, like they'll still do well, and then you'll be like, oh, the Eagles picked up some pieces this year, so they'll be competing. But then this team will just completely drop off and it'll be completely different.
I will admit, Dak Prescott doesn't go down. That should be the Cowboys division last year.
Yeah, I think it would have been.
But
I think it should have been.
To be honest, who would have thought the Bucks Washington game
would have been so good.
They
Tyler Heineke. Yeah, Taylor Heineke.
Yeah.
That was
crazy.
That was a good game.
If there was any team to like beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, it would have been Washington.
Yeah, just because you didn't know what to expect from Heineke either.
But Chase Young didn't touch Tom Brady.
No.
He didn't touch him.
And he was talking all that smack too. He's like, I'm coming for you, Tom. You didn't touch him, man. Oh, man. But I see, and that's another thing, too, about the Bucks is, you got all their starters coming back.
Yeah, they were able to re-sign everyone. That's just like a recipe
for knowing someone's going to get hurt. There's going to be one injury that just is the downfall of everyone coming back. Everyone wants to hype up, the whole team's coming back. It's not.
Yeah.
They're going to end up getting choking or something. You know, they'll be the team. It'll almost be like the was it the 2009 Patriots?
2009
with
Patriots.
the undefeated season?
2007. That's what.
Oh yeah, 2007's undefeated Patriots.
But like that was the thing. Like everyone was like, "Oh, there's no way this team loses." And of course,
yeah,
so they
the Giants.
The Giants, those underdogs.
That's the one thing I will admit is that that was another thing I was happy that Tom Brady did win, because I was like, sweet. We're still the only division that has beaten Tom Brady. That's
for real.
the only bragging right we have.
I find it so funny. The two quarterbacks that have done it are Eli Manning and Big Dick Nick.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, man.
What are your thoughts on Big Dick Nick? How did that go down?
I love him. I will forever be thankful for that whole road to that championship was incredible. You know, nothing just went.
It was weird too.
Nothing went right for Carson Wentz in Philly.
Yeah, no.
You know, it's like almost like, yeah, we want to win, but it's like, oh man, this guy's just like got a monkey on his back. Now that this guy just won MVP of the Super Bowl and took us the whole way. But we don't get to that point without Wentz. You know, like Wentz took us. I think
he had a phenomenal season. He
was the
year.
MVP if he didn't tear his ACL. But that idiot doesn't know when to just throw the ball away.
Yeah.
So
did you guys make it to the bye week that year, or no? Or was a wild card? I forgot.
It was Eagles Rams.
I think they were wild card. I thought, right? The Eagles were were they a wild card?
No, we won the division. We were 13-3.
Yeah, but did you get the bye week though? No, probably not.
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah,
okay.
We were the 1 seed. That's when we versed the Falcons.
Okay.
Just barely beat them.
Yeah.
And that's like my biggest thing. It's like Nick Foles didn't play good in that game. Our defense played well.
Yeah.
And then the following week, I went to the NFC Championship. I didn't even have tickets. I went just to Philly to tailgate from 12 until 8. I was with Brody Plant.
You know, I know Brody.
So we just like his dad used to have season tickets at the Vet, like the old Eagles stadium. Yeah. But yeah, we tailgated all day in Philly, and then you just had people in their RVs with huge TVs. And what was so cool was we can hear the stadium getting loud, but the TV was like a few seconds after what was going on there.
Oh, so you knew something was coming.
So we're all grabbing each other. We're like, they're screaming in there. And like Patrick Robinson's pick 6 against the Vikings and whatnot. That place erupted. That was like the loudest I've ever heard any type of Philly event. But Nick Foles played out of his mind that game. Both games, the NFC Championship and Super Bowl.
He was just the perfect fit for the Eagles.
Yeah, right there. But it's like, you know, he started the following year, because that's another thing too. Wentz rushed back because he was nervous Foles was gonna. Like nothing was going right for him. It sucks, because I really do think he's a great quarterback, and you know what? He proved the past 2 years that he can stay healthy.
Yeah.
You just gotta surround him with the right people. But Howie Roseman, I hate him. How does? Here's my biggest thing. Andy Reid coached the Eagles for what, 10 plus years?
Yeah.
Yes.
Never won a big game. Doug Peterson wins a Super Bowl and gets canned. What, 4 or 5 years?
Yeah.
After?
Yep.
Like, how does Howie Roseman not get canned? Keep Dougie there. Dougie Big Balls.
Yeah.
Keep Dougie there.
Some people just really don't like his play calling though, because he is very risky. He takes risks, but that's just like.
I'll that trick play in the Super Bowl. I will never forget.
Philly special.
Nothing was funnier than, because I watched the game with Brody and his father, and when we scored that touchdown throwing it to Nick Foles, he was taking a Snapchat. He's like, the balls that we have. It's like those moments you're like, yeah, we got some. And then when it doesn't work, you're like, oh, we're idiots.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
the thing.
How crazy do you think Philly fans are compared to everybody?
We're the worst.
You guys are the worst. Yeah,
that's what I think.
Morgan can't stand Philly fans.
I think there's like obviously some good ones in there, but I think some Philly fans are just.
I'm not good either. I'm a piece of.
I love you guys. I do. I really do.
I've said this, so like I brought like Mikey Tanzer, I brought Shane Lauder, I brought a couple people, like, even my girlfriend, I brought her to Philly just to like, hey, you got to see this atmosphere. All the stadiums are right next to each other. The biggest problem is you can tailgate any event, whether it's basketball, hockey, football, baseball. You're allowed to tailgate hours upon hours before the game starts. So you have us getting absolutely obliterated in the parking lot. So if you end up wearing a different jersey in that stadium, some drunken person's gonna say what he wants to say to you.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
But yeah, no, we're by far absolutely probably the most.
I think you guys are so funny. I think you guys have.
Yeah, I think it's funny to like during the Super Bowl celebration. I remember like there was like someone like an Eagles fan that literally like went and ate horse shit from like the cops that were like. It's funny to hear about.
That's
but,
when
like,
you guys are tearing down your city.
Represent all of us.
We do not claim him.
Someone drove like a dune buggy up the Rocky Steps and whatnot.
Why do I feel like I've heard about that?
It was big. There was so much that went on.
They greased up the poles so people couldn't climb.
Oh,
them.
that's
people
right.
Still
got up them.
That's right.
Yep.
I went to the Super Bowl parade. That was everything in the city was shut down, and all transportation was free.
Really?
So we got on a bus and it took us right to the museum and right there. Jason Kelsey's speech was awesome.
Oh, you got the right for your.
No, that was Travis Kelce.
Yeah. So yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, Jason Kelsey. That's right.
He was in like
Jason Kelsey was like in like a
he was in
dog mask, right? Wasn't he the one?
No, he was like in like a
Lane Johnson. That was it.
He was like in like a Pope
Jason
hat or
Kelsey
something like
was
that.
like dressed up like Aladdin.
Yeah. Yeah. That's right. That's right.
And his speech was incredible. He's like, "It's the whole team."
Oh yeah, like we're dogs or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. The whole underdog thing. You know, we had no business winning that year.
Yeah, it was a crazy year. I was surprised.
That was like the one thing. It was like everyone stayed healthy except Wentz.
Yep.
Yeah.
And ever since then, it's been everything else.
That was his one real shot to get like him be the hero of Philly.
Yeah.
Because after that, the team fell apart pretty quick.
Oh, I mean, losing LeGarrette Blount, Jay Ajayi was nothing special.
He came from the Dolphins.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was when that was the biggest thing when we traded and got him like halfway through the year. And we were like, oh man, the Eagles are really going for it.
I don't know what happened. Do you remember his rookie season? He had like 3 200-yard games that season. And then just Jay Ajayi. Do you remember that?
On the Fins, right?
Yeah, well, he was on the Dolphins and then just nothing.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know he had a good season.
He had bad knees or something.
Okay.
I'm not sure what his deal was. I know he had something bad. Yeah, he fell off. That was the thing. We had a good running back committee. We had Corey Clement, LeGarrette Blount, Jay Ajayi, Darren Sproles.
No.
Darren Sproles was hurt that year too. We won the Super Bowl. He ended up not playing.
Oh yeah, didn't he tear his ACL and break like his arm on the same play or something that year?
Yeah, he was all broken.
What's with the Eagles and like getting like tiny ass people?
Because our
like I mean even Devontae Smith is tiny. You know, he's like really scrawny.
I'm scared. I like that. My biggest frustration was, to be fair, Howie Roseman was right. You know, I wanted to stay at the 6th pick and pray that we got Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
Oh.
But obviously Howie Roseman was right. Jamar Chase was not going to be available at 6, so it's good he traded and whatnot. And you know what? The Eagles are probably going to have 3 first-round picks next year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they're getting one from the Colts.
Colts.
They have their own, and then they have another one. I don't know who's it from.
Colts are pretty stacked right now.
Colts are good.
They're a well-balanced team right now.
You're happy for Carson.
Yeah, I want him to tear the league.
Yeah, I'm excited to, just because I got so annoyed like with all these analysts and stuff like talking like saying bad stuff about him. And, like, do you not see what he's working with? So I can't wait for him.
Like the NFL memes and shit like that. We're like tearing him up. I'm like,
the biggest thing is him being with Frank Reich again.
Yeah.
I think that is going to be the biggest positive out of all of it. Like, you're back with the guy that pretty much helped you be an MVP that year. God forbid you didn't break your leg.
I'm excited to see him play behind a good offensive line and see what he can do.
How do you feel about the 76ers? They're still in the playoffs, aren't they? Right now?
They're I don't know if they're in first right now or not. It's neck and neck between them and the Nets.
It's I know that there's 3 that are representing the Atlantic Conference, which is the Nets, and then you have 76ers, and then you have the Knicks.
The Knicks are
in.
Fun to watch. I hate admitting that I enjoy watching the New York team, but Julius Randle and the Knicks, not only like Julius Randle's awesome, but they have won me some money.
Oh, so, okay. Well, there you go.
Can't be mad at him. But Julius Randle is just like, he can't miss when he does the jumper like right inside the circle. It's just,
yeah, I'm happy. Like I've always been a Knicks fan, but it's just like the past
so long.
Ever since Amari Stoudemire like punched the fucking fire extinguisher. Ever since then, it's just been hard to watch the New York Knicks.
they're fun. You're gonna obviously get to watch some playoff basketball with them too. But I think this is the only year the Sixers have a shot.
A shot. Okay.
The Lakers, they don't look good.
I want to see.
They kind of.
I want to see an underdog
They just lost
story.
to the Kings, I think, last night.
Yeah.
Oh,
2
really?
nights ago. Yeah.
Oh, damn.
I feel like it's gonna be
Yikes.
really tough to beat the Nets.
Yeah.
It's gonna be really
I think
tough.
so, but I don't know. I mean, all those players are just made of glass.
Yeah.
Kyrie Irving just chooses when he doesn't want to play.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He's all over
Yeah.
the place. Do you know
Crazy.
he believes in flat Earth?
Yeah.
That's
he is
crazy.
a flat
I
earther.
I have no respect for Kyrie Irving.
No, none.
I hate him.
I think he's so good though. I
He's
think
He's good.
very
He's,
good.
he's got the best handles in the league.
Yeah.
I give props where props are due.
I can't stand Steph Curry. I mean, like I like Steph.
I
Curry.
like Steph.
I mean,
just
like I
'cause
hate him
he's
because
so
he's
good.
so good. Like with his 3-point
It's
shooting
just
and like out of
unbelievable how he
nowhere.
makes it.
Gets Klay Thompson back.
That team's gonna be good again.
Yeah.
But still, he's been like I think he's made the most threes in NBA history in a single month or something
Oh,
like that.
Okay.
He's on.
He's on a hot streak right now, like the best he's ever played in terms of shooting.
Are they in the playoffs right now?
I don't
think so.
they're-
No,
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
They're like about 500. I want to say they're probably like 30,
Yeah, Steph's
30,
literally
30.
carrying that team. Without him, he's
No, that team wouldn't have like
garbage.
15 wins.
Gotcha.
But
Were you happy with the Eagles draft as a whole this year?
yeah, I'm happy with Devontae. Oh my god, I was so happy with Devontae. The Bama lineman we got, because Jason Kelsey's probably retiring.
Yeah,
after
he's
this
old.
Year, one more year. So that was a good pickup.
Cincinnati. He came from Cincinnati.
Jason Kelsey?
Yeah, and Travis. But Travis don't want to tell anybody about that.
Yeah, I never understood that. He kind of doesn't really.
Yeah, whenever
talk
he
about
does his where he's from, he does his,
Travis Kelsey.
Travis
That
Kelsey,
thing.
something high school. I don't
Yeah.
know what high school he goes to.
Oh,
he
says
doesn't
Rutgers
mention
High School.
Cincinnati.
No,
No.
really.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Both of those brothers played
Cincinnati. Yeah.
in Cincinnati.
He's probably the best NFL player to ever come out of Cincinnati.
Travis Kelsey.
Travis, yeah. He's
Brent Selleck
Oh, I missed
came from Cincinnati.
yeah. Travis Kelsey's gonna probably go down as the best tight end of all time.
We produce tight ends. I
yeah.
realized that. I mean,
Big time.
Josiah DeGuara went to the Packers. He's a tight
Yeah.
end.
How many Cincinnati players got drafted this year?
8.
8? That's not bad.
But more
Late, yeah.
more late though. Yeah,
Still, that's
I mean,
surprising.
after the third and fourth round,
we were
yeah.
we were
I just wait for my phone
This
to
year-
say, "Hey, we took this guy." I'm like, I don't even know.
This year I wasn't. If it wasn't for the Aaron Rodgers news, I wasn't even gonna watch the first round because because the Seahawks literally had a second, a fourth, and a seventh. That's it.
You think Russell's gonna be leaving or?
No, I think he's staying.
he's-
I
Oh
think
yeah,
he's
with
staying.
that whole thing with the Bears,
Yeah, I know.
that was crazy.
I mean, but the thing, it's so bittersweet for me because I think the Seahawks are holding Russell Wilson back. I honestly think Russell Wilson should go down as the top 5 all-time quarterback by the end of his career.
He is definitely one of the more special.
Yeah, it's
quarterbacks
just
to ever play.
what he does, it blows. Usually teams don't. If you don't have at least either a top 10 offense or top 10 defense, you're not making the playoffs. Yet last year, Russell Wilson found a way to get us into the playoffs in the best division. Yeah, in the best division, and he had the 22nd ranked offensive line, and our defense was
it's almost
garbage.
Every 2-3 plays he's running all over the place trying to give himself time to find someone open. It's bad.
It's insane that he hasn't been MVP of a season.
I know. He should have won that year that Carson Wentz got injured. He should have snuck in right above Carson once he got injured, but they gave it to Brady that year.
Yeah,
What about the year when Lamar Jackson won it?
I thought he should have won it too. I thought Lamar Jackson should have been.
that was just one of those things where
It was just a
that was the
historical
first
season.
time, yeah, it was one of those things. No one's seen anything like that since Michael Vick was on the
Yeah,
Falcons.
but that's the thing because I think when you do something like that, you should win Offensive Player of the Year. I think MVP should go to who is genuinely the most valuable player to their team.
Mm-hmm.
So the way I figured that out is if you take Russell Wilson off the Seahawks and put Jared Goff in, someone very average, what would they go? They'd probably be a 1 or 2 win team without Russ.
Mm-hmm.
If you took Lamar Jackson off that
Ravens team.
that year and put in Jared Goff,
Sam
they'd
Darnold.
still make the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
That team was they had 14 Pro Bowlers that year. So I didn't think he deserved MVP. I thought he should have been offensive.
It's a huge thing having a beautiful and talented supporting cast.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
helps. That makes the difference.
Yeah, that was the whole reason he was able to. He had a phenomenal offensive line. I think they were ranked like second that year. Their defense was loaded. It was he had top five offensive line and top 5.
But they
defense.
Didn't win a playoff game.
No,
that year.
No, and that's the thing. Like that year he had a top 5 offensive line and a top 5 defense. And made it just as far into the playoffs as Russell Wilson did, who was dealing with a below 20 ranked offensive line and below 20 ranked defense. It just so like part of me, when the Russ rumors came out, like part of me wanted to. I thought it could have been beneficial for him and the Seahawks to if he moved on. I think he'll have a better legacy going somewhere else. Yeah. And then it opens up a lot of salary cap. I think a team's best opportunity to win a Super Bowl is when you have a quarterback on a rookie contract. So if they were able to find a
lot of these running backs nowadays, it's like once that rookie contract's up,
you have to pay him so much money. Yeah. It kills your cap space.
Look at Ezekiel Elliott; he hasn't been that special the past 2 years.
Yeah, and I don't believe in paying a running back a lot of money because I feel like running back is so dependent on the offensive line.
That and like they just fall apart.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, but like even think about it. Like think about when the Steelers had like their good offensive line. Look what James Conner did. He looked like a top 5 running back in the league, but it wasn't him. And then look at Le'Veon Bell too.
Yeah. Oh, dude. I mean, to be fair, I think the Jets kind of just
I'm sure.
Guy. He was also an idiot to choose to go to the Jets.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Adam Gase just isn't.
Like I definitely think Le'Veon was a fantastic running back, but I think playing on that Steelers team just like opened up so many more opportunities for him and just magnified his talents. So
yeah. What do you think of? Oh wait, we're gonna say.
I was gonna say the Steelers seem to always have a running back.
Yeah.
They got Najee Harris.
Yeah, Najee Harris.
I love that draft.
Yeah.
When I do a fantasy league, I'm gonna try to. I mean, I don't want people to know what I'm going to do. I want Najee Harris. I think he's going to kill it. I think he's going to kill it with the Steelers, man.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Like they always got a person like in the backfield that can make some damage.
Exactly.
I'm going Kyle Pitts. That's going to be my rookie.
Kyle Pitts is going to be your rookie.
Yeah, the thing is, rookie tight ends never do well in fantasy.
I'm scared that Matt Ryan, depends what Matt Ryan you get to.
Yeah. He's all over the place. There's some years he looks elite, and then some years he just looks...
The year they went to the Super Bowl, it's just been downhill ever since.
Yeah.
That's what blows our minds. That was the one thing that's crazy, and I hate admitting it about the Patriots. It's they would make it there and consistently be making it to AFC championships and whatnot.
Even look at the Seahawks. They should have had a dynasty when they had the Legion of Boom,
absolutely,
but after the Super Bowl against the Patriots fell apart.
Yep.
Just completely collapsed. They killed it.
Just knows how to just destroy organizations.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. He's unbelievable.
Look at that. Brady goes to the Bucks, beats the Packers, and now you're not even having Aaron Rodgers anymore.
Yeah. Now he's Tom Brady's making him retire.
That was Rodgers' opportunity.
Yeah, that's what
it was. Brady and
it was.
Got
it really
shafted.
was.
Yep, that's what we talked about the whole time. I was like, Brendan, if you want to have a serious, be able to have a serious argument for Rodgers to be better than Brady all time, he has to beat Brady in this NFC Championship, and he couldn't.
Yeah.
To be fair, the coaching kind of.
Oh well, at the very end with the.
Wait, they went for the field goal instead of going for it, right?
No, they
Aaron Rodgers had a wide open hole. He could have gotten to the two, and he didn't.
But
he tried forcing it to Devontae Adams, who was triple covered.
Yeah, no, they went for the field goal instead of going for it, and we were still down by 1 point with 27 seconds left on the clock, and something like that. I just wish they gave Aaron Rodgers another chance because people make arguments about
MVP. Of course, I hope we get another chance.
Exactly.
He's incredible. He's something else.
But a lot of people want to bash on his clutchness.
Yeah, I see. That's my thing. Every time he's in an NFC Championship game, it's just he doesn't play. And it's not like he plays bad in all of them. It's just you get an Aaron Rodgers during the regular season playing at a level up here, and then the NFC Championship game comes around and it's there.
But when it comes to fourth down conversions with Aaron Rodgers. He gets it done, though.
You shouldn't make it come to a fourth down conversion.
No matter what, he will go down as one of the best quarterbacks.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
It's a shame. He definitely is a quarterback that should have at least 2 Super Bowls instead of just the one. But
the thing with him, though, I feel like it's not like the Packers haven't put a good team around him. He's had so much talent.
That was my biggest thing. It's Yeah, maybe he needs Aaron Jones, great running back.
Oh yeah.
So I'd say top
Devontae
3.
Adams,
Mm-hmm.
incredible.
Yeah.
Top 3 receiver.
And
they have
then-
a top 5 offensive line.
Yeah, and then we also have a good offensive
And the
line.
defense is better. You guys
Who's
have I think they were ranked 13 last
Yeah,
year.
I mean, I was surprised. If we didn't at least make it to the NFC Championship game, or even make it close into that game, I would have been surprised. We had a good team.
Yeah,
we had a really good team.
But that's why I don't understand why Aaron Rodgers is bitching and moaning about the Packers. We talked about it the other night. All right, so Aaron Rodgers wants more help. Why are you?
Yeah, we were at Applebee's and we were just screaming
about
at
it.
No,
yeah.
we weren't talking. We were screaming about it at Applebee's. There was kids all over the place, a family
but
restaurant.
Here's the thing.
He's bitching, just saying bitch super fucking loud.
That's what he's doing. He's being a crybaby. I mean,
I was just about to say, he's just being a little.
He's being a crybaby. He's throwing a temper tantrum. In
yeah.
your opinion, who lost the NFC Championship game for you guys, or what did you lack?
Yeah,
Corner.
I like the cornerback pick. I wanted that, but I Aaron Rodgers. He asks for help, and
why he just had a 50 touchdown season? Why does he need more help?
Yeah,
Clearly, they're giving you the pieces if you're able to have a 50 touchdown season.
The MVP of the league.
Offense is clearly not your issue. You don't need to work on offense then. You need to invest in your defense, and there you go. You're literally 1 or 2 pieces away from a Super Bowl, and it's defense related.
I think that there's a lot of other factors besides the
I think
draft.
coaching was kind of. The NFC Championship. I think it was.
I think our coaching was great throughout the whole season.
Like you said before, though, Aaron Rodgers could have tiptoed his way into the end zone on that one play, and it's just
And even if he didn't make it to the end zone, he at least would have gotten to the 2 or 3 yard line, and I guarantee they go for it on 4th down then. But when it's 4th and 8, you don't go for it on 4th and 8.
I don't know. We have to watch it back. There was a lot going on in those final seconds of the game.
I
kind of forgot how how it ended. Really.
Yeah, it was because of that one play.
Detailed.
It was because on 3rd down, it was 3rd and 8. Aaron Rodgers went out of the pocket. A huge lane opened up, and he could have gotten to the 2 or 3 yard line if not a touchdown. But then he got over and looked like he was going to run, and then just tried forcing it to Devontae.
All I know is that Jason Pierre-Paul was about to rip Aaron Rodgers on that one play.
He was still a few yards away. If Aaron Rodgers took off there, he would have beat him.
Yeah, and
he would have beaten him.
Rodgers is pretty decent being mobile.
Yeah, he's very average with.
But I guess I'm kind of like those flat earthers when it comes to me saying that Aaron Rodgers is the greatest of all time.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. I mean, I get that. I totally understand. 6 rings or 7 rings. 6 or 7?
It's 8.
7
is it 8?
No, 7.
Brady has 8.
No, 7.
He's 8.
Does he?
8 rings? Really?
Wait. Yeah.
I thought
it was 8. Am I losing my mind?
So it was.
I thought it was 7 because I know Bill's a 6th time champ.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
7.
I think it's 7.
He won 7 with the Pats, and then he won 1 with the Bucs.
No, because I even remember in the draft during the first round, a Patriots guy went up to call the draft, and he's like, "And you're 6-time Super Bowl champion, Patriots."
Brady has 7 NFL rings.
Yeah.
9 Super Bowl appearances.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, my bad.
Yeah.
No, 10 Super Bowl appearances.
It says 9 Super Bowls, 7 NFL.
No, because he's lost 3 games. He lost twice to Eli and then once to Big Dick Nick.
Huh? Is this a reliable source?
Yeah, I don't think so. Because he has 7 wins, but he's been to 10 Super Bowls.
How many rings? Okay, how many rings does he have?
7.
Rings count 7. Yeah. Okay.
I thought he had 8.
Yeah. Oh, I guess he's going for his 8.
He'll probably have it by next year.
But yeah, no, I totally get it. With 7 rings, I get why people would say that. I mean, he's the most accomplished quarterback. I will not, say anything bad about that.
My biggest thing was I was the biggest advocate saying, Brady had Bill Belichick. Him going to the Bucs and still winning one, I was like, all right, you know what? Maybe Brady is it.
Yep.
I still have opinions.
That shut me up. The fact he went somewhere else.
The Seahawks Patriots Super Bowl, that's what shut me up because he went up against in my opinion, the greatest defenses of all time, and he put up 400 and something yards on them, 4 touchdowns, and literally 2 weeks earlier, Aaron Rodgers played him, and he literally had 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, and 100 yards.
Now, what happens if the Patriots win a Super Bowl?
What?
This year.
This year?
Yeah.
Then I'd be leaning more towards it was 50-50 because they both prove that they can win without each other. But as of right now, it's so hard for me to give Bill more credit than Tom Brady because Bill Belichick's head coaching career before Brady, he had 1 winning season out of like 5. And then Brady comes, all winning seasons.
Yeah.
And then Brady leaves and losing season again. And
Cam Newton is kind of falling off.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Mac Jones, he looks like
I think he's gonna be all right under Bill.
he's gonna be all right.
Yeah, I think like his Mac Jones play style kind of fits the
Mac
the
Jones
offensive
to a
scheme.
T is exactly what that Brady picture was when.
Yeah, I know, it's
It's
crazy.
like same
It's a little bit more
type.
chubbier,
It's like
maybe.
That's gonna be his drive to be good.
Yeah, Bill
Everyone's making fun of
Belichick.
my body.
Yeah, Bill Belichick's got a type.
Yeah, he does.
I'm gonna make unfit people win some championships.
Very unathletic looking people win championships. That's his thing.
So Jax, how was like the recovery process with your accident?
I'm very fortunate on how well I've recovered from everything. When I was in the hospital, I'd be woken up at 5:30 in the morning. I'd have 3-4 doctors just staring over me, and they're like, "Steve," and I'm like, "Yeah, hi."
Yeah.
They're like, "You have your full memory. You're walking and talking." I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
We cannot believe that. I had some of the physical therapists at the hospital. They literally, when I was leaving, they grabbed me. They're like, "When you're allowed to come back here after all the COVID stuff," because my mom wasn't even able to see me.
Yeah.
I was isolated.
Oh,
in there.
yeah, with COVID going
So
on.
when the accident first happened, she was able to see me only for 15-20 minutes, and
Were you in a coma at that point, or?
I was in a coma I was in just a straight coma for a day or two, and then I was in a sedated coma for 12, 13 days. And they I wear hats right now because, they had to rush to put my skull back together. So they shaved the front of my head and the side of my head. But I look like Jack Nicholson from The Shining.
Oh, really?
The picture I posted on Instagram, you can see you have the gauze pad right there where my stitches were, and then the rest of my hair is out like this. I look like Bozo the Clown. But what's so funny is Connor Scholl would get the Zoom call me, and he screenshotted that. I'm like, "You're a lunatic, man." I'm like, I wouldn't have the guts to take a picture. I'm unconscious in the hospital bed. He screenshotted it. But yeah, no. Regardless, I was very fortunate. What was funny was when I finally came out of my sedation, my mom was able to come see me for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
It was the first time. And in my sedation, my dreams, I thought my mom was the reason why I was in the hospital. Because when I came out of it, I had no idea why I was there.
Yeah.
My memory is the whole accident, even leaving my friend's house, I don't remember any of that. And that's the craziest thing is that Connor and I were responsible and had my girlfriend come and pick us up.
You guys up, yeah.
And we still ended up getting I should have put a seatbelt on. I was in the back seat and I didn't put my seatbelt on.
No.
If I had my seatbelt on, I maybe have a concussion. If
Yeah.
that. So definitely be wearing your seatbelts. But
lesson learned.
yeah, seriously. But yeah, I was 2 days when I finally came out of the sedation. I looked over at my mom. I was giving her the cold shoulder because I thought she was the reason why I was there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because in my dream, she made me go to a family party, and I was telling her, I was like, "Hey, my head hurts. Can you take me to the hospital or something?"
Yeah.
And she's like, "No, we gotta be at this one." That was my dream.
Really?
So when she got there, I was giving her the cold shoulder. She went out to the doctors and everything. He's like, "Is he supposed to be mad at me?" And the doctor even says, "Oh, sometimes they're a little." But no, and the first thing I looked over at her, I was like, "Ma, where's my my voice was gone."
Yeah.
I looked over, I was like, "Ma, where's my cell phone?" She's like, "It's at home. Don't worry, you don't need your cell phone right now. You can't use it anyways." And I looked at her, I was like, "Well, no shit, I can't use it anyways." and my mom looked at the one nurse because the nurse giggled a little bit. And my mom looked over and was like, "Oh, he's fine. He's still here." And then she was rubbing my arm and talking to me I was 5 years old. My Aunt Caroline, that was the one thing that nurses and the doctor said is like, holy crap, he knows who I'm like, my Aunt Caroline is my grandmother's sister.
Mm-hmm.
So like that's like the oldest family member.
Yeah.
So like they couldn't believe that like I remembered that person. So they couldn't believe that, and then I needed nurses' helps the first day to help me walk. They had me walk to the front door and back, and the next day they were just like holding my shirt, and I was just like waddling. And then when they took me out of the ICU, the nurses was great. The Morristown Hospital is phenomenal. Yeah. All the people there, oh my God, they were incredible.
I've heard nothing but good things about the hospital. It's awesome,
and I had no idea. I knew so many people that worked in the hospital.
Really?
Okay.
When I would wake up in the mornings, I'd have a new person every day saying, "Hey, Jax, you doing good?" Oh my, like you had people from like North Warren, Newton, and everything. I'm like, how many of you work here?
Yeah.
Like,
wait, so you knew like a lot of people that worked at the hospital?
This is one of the funnier things that happened in the hospital. So Josh Booker works at the hospital.
Oh, okay, yes,
and
yes.
he was. I live right by him.
He played football. He graduated with Connor.
Yes.
Okay.
And he would ask my mom like if she wanted because he worked there. He was a nurse there, so he would ask my mom if she wanted to give him anything to give to me in the hospital because she obviously couldn't go. And I had to piss in like a quart or something because they always had to keep testing my like urine. So like I peed in it, and like now I'm like weak. I'm 30 pounds less. I'm like hanging over the bed, just putting piss on the ground, and I spilt it. I spilled my piss all over the ground. So I hit the nurse button. You have Josh walk right into the door, and Josh looks. He goes, "Jax." I was like, "Josh?" I was like, "You're my nurse." I could like, what are the odds?
Yeah.
Like, somebody I know is my nurse for a couple days, and I'm like, "Well, Josh, I'm sorry that you're first assignment, I spilled my piss. It's fine, man. I'm just happy that you're here." I'm like, hey, my sense of humor is still here too. But yeah, I felt so bad. I was like, I'm so sorry, I spilled my piss. But yeah, no, I was just like, I lost 25, 30 pounds. I was just shaking, like my whole body. I looked like I was anorexic. It was bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you're in a coma, I've heard like you can hear people talking and stuff. Do you remember that at all?
I don't remember much of anything. Like apparently when I was in the sedation, like I had my lung was working at like 50%, so I had a tube. I have a scar here. They were like helping my lung function, and apparently I would like pull the tubes out.
Oh, really?
In my sedation, like the one my neurologist said, like, we thought you were gonna be able to flip a car. He's like, we needed 4 nurses to like hold you down. I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't remember any of that. He's like, usually they don't, like, even my neurologist later says, like, usually it's okay, you don't have to apologize. Usually nobody knows what they're doing. Because I said, I was like, but yeah, apparently I was a pain in the ass sedation. But
so your memory loss only goes back to before the accident, kind of, or like right before?
I don't remember leaving the house, and I don't like. Apparently, like even Connor and Famke, like they're like, you were talking to us saying you're okay, blah blah. And apparently, from the ambulance to the Hackettstown Hospital before they put me in the helicopter, like that's when I like went into a coma.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but
that's crazy.
Yeah. Dude, we're happy that you like
we were all so nervous when we first heard about it.
Nothing was more humbling than when I left the hospital, finally got to see my phone and to see the amount of support. I was like, I don't know this many people like actually cared. Yeah. It was awesome. It was very humbling. And to this day, I said it multiple times. People probably getting tired of hearing me say it. But literally, a big reason why I'm still here today is the amount of support and thoughts and prayers that everyone gave me.
We're just happy you're safe, man.
Yeah, we are.
Honestly. It's great. I mean, like you've touched, like so many lives. Like you've been a part of like a lot of people's lives, and like you're like a cool guy, and you're like awesome. And I would love to see you like be on my podcast and everything like that.
I'm so happy I get to be here. Oh.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I that was like the most humbling thing. Like I had no idea I would have had that amount of support.
Yeah.
And like it's one of those things like my family's gonna be there, but like the whole town, the whole community just like came together for me. It was awesome. Yeah. Even like the Philly Pretzel Factory did a thing for me too. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like seeing all that, it was the hardest thing was like the first time seeing like Rocco's parents, Aaron Masiak's parents and everything. Like they would just like I'm bad with the waterworks and emotional. Like, like Mikey Tanzer's mother was like in tears when she got to hug me. I was like, oh, gonna fall apart. I'm gonna break apart.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the amount of support from everyone definitely was.
I wonder if like coming out of something like that, because not a lot of people do come out of it. Like it's something very unique. And I was just wondering if you have like a different perspective of life after coming out of that than before.
When I was pulled out of the ICU and I was just in like a normal hospital room, I had actually a therapist come in and say like, hey, are you gonna like do life differently now that this has happened? And I said there, I was like, listen, like I'm really young. Like, I'm not going to live my life in fear. I'm still going to live life to the fullest, have fun and whatnot. I'm like, obviously, like, I'll be safer. I'll be, like, more, you know, on top of, like, stupid things. Like, I'll put my seatbelt on.
Yeah.
It's like, but I'm, like, yes, I have a different perspective in the sense of how precious life is and everything. But I said to the one therapist, I'm like, I'm not going to live my life wrapped in bubble wrap. I'm like, I'm still going to have fun and do what? And she's like, really? And I said, yeah. She's like, I actually, like, that's awesome. She's like, usually people are like petrified and just want to sit at home and be inside. I was like, no, I want to enjoy my life.
That's good. Honestly.
No, and that was another thing too that like some of the doctor says, like, you know, like at least you're an athletic kid and like you're healthy and whatnot and you're young. So this definitely helped you. But when I finally came home and I got to see my neurologist for the first time, he was like really blunt with my mom on the phone, telling her like what he had to do. They had to clamp my brain so that it wouldn't swell.
Really?
Yeah, it was bad.
So they actually like cut part of your skull open then so they could...
I don't know how it worked, but they clamped something down in my brain to make sure it wouldn't like swell out. Yeah. But when I got to see my neurologist the first time, he was like, my mom, like, from what my sister and my stepfather told me was like, my mom couldn't even like process or want to understand what he was like telling her.
Oh yeah, so, like with all those doctor terms and things like that.
Dr. Nochi, incredible doctor. He's been so great to me. He's the reason why I'm here today. He saved my life. But that was the thing. Like when I got to see my neurologist for the first time, like since the whole accident and everything, I walked into the room with my mother and I sat down. And he sat down and he's like, "Hey, listen, I'm gonna be as blunt as I was with your mother when the accident happened." He's like, "The first 72 hours, I didn't think you were gonna make it." He's like, then I thought you were going to need a year or two to like do physical therapy.
You came out of that really fucking fast. I was like, we were all surprised like how fast you came.
He literally says like the fact that you're walking in here talking with me right now, he's like, when I work on people's heads the way I worked on yours, it is very rare that I'm able to speak to them ever. Yeah. He's like, the fact that you're right here is incredible. But yeah, that like the accident happened January 9th or 10th.
Okay. Yeah, I think I had I had COVID that time.
But my the doctors would grab my mom and be like, "Hey, like usually like people with these kind of head injuries, it takes like 3 or more months to go home."
Yeah.
And she goes, "Your son's going home in 19 days." She's like, "That's kind of crazy."
Yeah.
And that was the thing too. So when I left the hospital, they brought me right to the Kessler physical therapy place. And I was supposed to be there for 5 straight days. The first day I did speech, physical, occupational, all those kind of therapies. And I go back into my bed and I get a phone call from my stepfather. He goes, "Hey, we're coming to get you tomorrow." I'm like, "I just got here. What are you talking about?" And like, no one has said anything to me. I'm like, why are parents hearing about this
before
I even know?
Yeah.
And that's the thing. So then like an hour or two later when they're come to bring me my meds, they're like, "Hey, you're out of here tomorrow." I'm like, "Get out. Are you kidding me?" Yeah, like my mom was like nervous because when I got out of the ambulance into the Kessler thing, like I told her, I'm like, I'm gonna be home for the Super Bowl. I'm like, that's my goal. I want to be home for the Super Bowl. She's like, "Take your time, don't worry, Mom." I'm like, "No, I'm getting out of here. I'm like sick and tired of being in hospital beds. I hate it.
You probably just missed your own.
So that was the first time I ever had to be in a hospital or anything like that. I was like, oh, I really came in here with a bang.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. When I got to leave, what was my nurse's name? Orlando. I don't forget what his name was, but I looked at him. I was like, "Hey," because legally I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to be taken out in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I looked at him and I said, "Hey, listen, can you just put all my luggage and everything right here and I'll walk beside you. I want to show my mom that I can walk on my own out of here."
Yeah.
Come out of the elevator, come around the corner, I'm walking. My mom's just shaking her head. She's like, "Are you kidding me?" I was like, "Mom, I need to prove to you that I'm okay. I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm fine." I do got a nice little scar here now, but
it's okay. Yeah, it's crazy that's all, because like a lot of times with like brain injuries, you could literally have permanent damage where you can't speak or.
Yeah, well, that was the biggest thing my neurologist says. He's like, your full memory is intact. You're speaking. You have no problems with your speech. Blah blah.
Yeah.
That was another thing too. Like when I had my speech therapy, the speech therapist called my mother and was like, "Hey, like we're gonna take him out of speech therapy. Like he's pretty fine."
Yeah.
And
there you go.
she had my mother on speaker, and my mom's like, "Oh well, he was kind of talking slow when I saw him in the hospital." And I look at her. I'm like.
She's trying to keep you there.
I was like, what? I'm talking. And the speech therapist goes like, well, he was probably like on fentanyl in the hospital.
Yeah.
And they were giving me 100-something micromilligrams of fentanyl an hour.
Wow.
When I was
sure.
in there. Yeah, it was bad. I was getting 3 shots a day in my stomach so I wouldn't get blood clots. I'm so over needles. I don't ever want to.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I hate needles. Needles are the worst.
On May 12th, I gotta go because I still have stiffness in my neck, and I get random sharp pains. And my neurologist said that's gonna happen. I mean, hey, you cracked your skull open.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But on May 12th, I'm getting a needle directed through my neck to release the stiffness and help with the pains in my head. But even when I got home, they had the doctors and everyone telling me like, "Hey, take Tylenol. It'll help you sleep." Blah blah. I was like, if I could deal with today's pain, I'll be able to deal with tomorrow's pain.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not worried about it. I'll never forget the first night home. I was just tossing and turning. My pillows just weren't doing it for me. My head was in so much pain. I was like, "Ma, you got to get me a better pillow."
Yeah.
She went to Walmart, got like an $80-something pillow. Oh my God. To this day, I am so happy. I like sink into it. It's so great. But yeah, my mom and stepfather were so great to Famke, because Famke was devastated. Like she felt awful because
I'm
she
sure.
was the driving one, and my stepfather was the biggest one. It's like, "Hey, you come and live here and stay with us while we mourn and we see how this goes through." So they were great to her, and she even she would sleep like, because obviously everyone was petrified so I would sleep in my bed by myself, and she would just sleep on the floor to make sure like she was right there. God forbid I needed anything. But yeah, my stepfather was great to her and just made her feel like, hey, it's okay. Like, it's not a big deal. It's like, it's one of those things.
I couldn't imagine like with the guilt that someone feels.
What's crazy is Famke's going to school to be like a nurse and everything, and she was learning about the skull and the brain.
Okay.
And when the accident happened, she kept my skull like, cause her and Connor like saw my skull.
Yeah.
I was ripped open right there.
Okay.
And Famke like kept my skull. At least from my understanding, from what I've been told, she kept my head intact until the ambulance got there.
Wow.
That's awesome.
So it's like, what are the odds?
Yeah.
That, she was just learning about that, knew what to do.
And the fact that she was definitely in shock too, like to keep calm and perform like wherever she needed to do.
I was very, very lucky.
Yeah, the stars like kind of all aligned.
Yeah, it's crazy. But
and you were in the back seat too?
I was in the back seat.
Wow.
Connor and I apparently fought about the front seat, and he took it. And I was like, how bad do you feel about taking the front seat?
Yeah.
But
wow.
Nothing bad would have happened if I just would have put a seatbelt on. It's just, I was like, it was the Bucks Washington game.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And like we were all like, and Ronnie's a big Washington fan,
okay.
So like we were all like rooting for him. I was like, hey, I'd love to see an NFC East team beat Brady again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we were taking shots. I was really banged up. That was what the neurologist literally says. He's like, it's kind of a good thing you were that drunk because your body kind of was swaying and like
you didn't like tense up kind of.
Exactly.
We know Richard Chippa when we went to the Yankees game.
Oh, he ended up breaking his ankle. We went to the Yankees game. When was it? 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, and
Richard Chifla, right?
Yeah. We were there, and he went to get a beer, and because of COVID, there were so many open seats. We started up in like the section 300, just kept sneaking our way down. So he didn't know where we were sitting. So he went down like 2 sections over and like just was going down, and he stopped and tried calling us. And when he stopped, someone just shoved him from behind, and he literally tore ligaments in his leg and broke his ankle.
But he didn't. It's not like he felt like that because he was drinking so much.
Yeah,
that's that's what I was getting to.
I think that was the only thing that
he did not feel like really that bad. I mean, like he was
in pain. He was in pain.
He was in pain. But like when it happened, like it wasn't as
how,
bad.
Like, he probably like so he broke it.
Yeah.
But he had to get I think he got surgery on it 2 days ago.
Leg, but like he was limping, but he was drunk though, so it wasn't really.
I think that was the only reason why he didn't have to get like an ambulance at the stadium.
But then when he sobered up, he kind of felt the pain a little bit more and more and more. And by the time we got to his house, he was just like,
I still can't believe he did like that much damage to his leg watching a Yankees game.
And this happened, 2-3 weeks ago? How's he doing? Is he in a boot?
Yeah, he's got to be in a boot.
Yeah,
he's definitely in a boot. Probably
How long,
crutches.
is it going to take to heal up?
What did Vinny say?
I forget. Vinny told us. I think it's going to be a few months because I think he's going to have to do physical therapy and stuff.
Just watching a Yankees game.
He's probably the first person to ever like break a bone while watching it. Like the only person to break a bone at Yankee Stadium, not playing. Yeah. So are you doing any therapy now?
So I've been doing physical therapy twice a week. My physical therapist is incredible. He's about our age too, so like it's cool. Like we bust each other balls. Mm-hmm. I would constantly like when I came out of the hospital, it was still cold out. You had snow and everything. So like I would wear beanies. I would wear my Flyers beanie. Yeah. So when I went to the physical therapist the first time,
I saw videos. You had like your beanie.
He's like, so like what made the injury happen? Was it like the car or was it wearing that hat? Because he was a Devils fan. So he's like, you're a Philly fan, right? It's like, oh man, why do I even wear this thing?
Yeah. Especially living around here.
Oh, battery's low. Wait, I can just change it out. It's fine.
But physical therapy has gone really, really well. Every step of this whole process of healing and everything, I've been so fortunate and lucky to be surrounded by and also just helped from my therapist, my doctors, nurses, everything. The one nurse, I was like, do you think I can get a donut? She says, I'll go to Starbucks, I got you.
That's awesome.
The person that was next to me in the hospital, like he, I guess, had a couple screws loose because like instead of clicking the nurse button, he would just be like, help.
God.
I think his name was John. I'm like, John, click the button. He's like, oh, thanks, Steve. Sorry. He's always forget. But yeah, no. I've been very, very fortunate to be surrounded by so many great people taking care of me throughout the whole process.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's kind of funny because like you got into your car. I mean, car accidents aren't funny, but it was like 2 weeks later, I got into a car accident. Did your accident have anything to do with the snow at all, or?
No, we just we were on Ridge Road in Great Meadows, and we just hit the. Because Famke's not too familiar with that area, so we ended up hitting this like concrete like bridge.
Okay.
And that was like she totaled the car and everything. It was bad.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, mine had to do with the snow. I was in Kinnelon, and like it was like 2-wheel drive, a Honda Civic, and literally like I go around the like the bend, and I just slightly tap on the brake, and the car just took control, and I slammed into a guardrail. It was like borderline totaled. It was my first accident ever.
It counted as totaled, right? But you were able to still fix it.
It was my first accident I've ever been in, and I'm a reckless driver too.
It's terrible.
I was just driving Morgan to Newark. You're probably high in anxiety.
No, I'm
your
good
butthole
with
puckers up.
Yeah, just a little bit. No, see, I don't mind him driving fast, but he uses his phone while driving. That's the thing.
Yeah,
I tell him to put it, and it's not even
bad habit.
Like it's one thing for me. Like if someone's calling you, if you like pick it up while you're driving, you just like slide it
speaker, and you're still
exactly. But he's literally like typing into Spotify like stuff to search and.
Yeah, no, it's bad. I should stop doing that.
Oh yeah, you should.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably should stop doing
that.
Yeah, I've been better with like just like putting my phone everything like to the side and just making sure like I'm focused on the road. But that's like the crazy thing. Like my mom was so worried about like that was the thing my neurologist said. He's like, legally you could drive. Like you have your license. He's like, I would wait until you're off your meds, but I was like, okay. My mom was so petrified with me driving. I'm like, Ma, I was the one driving when the accident happened. I'm okay. Like I'm here.
I can only imagine though. She's probably how scared.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't imagine being a parent and like thinking you might lose one of your children.
She I don't know how the hell. And the biggest thing that was even scary was that like she couldn't be there like to hold my hand or anything while I was in the coma.
Yeah,
yeah. She just had to accept
wait.
That, like, and she just had like would pace in the room like waiting for a phone call from the neurologist and the doctors and everything. They were able to Zoom call me, but that's not the same.
Yeah.
Nothing was funny though. You had my stepfather literally. Apparently, my mom said like during the Zoom calls, my stepfather won every bet. My stepfather literally said, "He was like, Donna, he's gonna be home in a couple weeks. He's gonna be laughing, watching TV with us. Don't you worry." And on the Zoom calls, apparently, like the doctor said like be quiet, be calm.
Yeah.
Yeah. My stepfather in the background apparently like screaming like, "Hey, Steve, the Flyers are doing well." Yeah, but I mean I don't remember it, but they told me they're like he was constantly just yelling, screaming at you through the Zoom calls.
That's awesome.
It was cool when I was in the hospital bed. Shane Lauder Zoom called me. Shane Lauder did, and Connor Schollwood, and even Shane, because like sometimes I wouldn't get the Flyers game on in the room, so I'm like, hey, so he would call and like he'd put it on and I'd watch it with him.
That's awesome.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, no, this was such a tough time to be in the hospital.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah.
This whole thing with COVID and everything, you know what's so crazy is that now that like the vaccines are out, when I went to the hospital to see my neurologist 2-3 weeks ago, you didn't even need to get your temperature taken or anything.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, what the hell is going on?
That's
Usually you got to go up to that like iPad and like stare at it and make sure and nothing. I was able to just walk in. But yeah, I was supposed to go to back to work like around this week, and then I have a little bit of nerve damage in my right hand and arm, so
yeah. Wait, what do you still feel right now?
It just feels like pins and needles.
Pins and needles.
It just feels like
arms.
it's asleep all the time.
Okay.
He's like, this is something that could go away over time, or I might need surgery in my elbow or something, like maybe the whiplash in the car, like mess something up. But he added 8 more weeks. He's like, here, we'll add 8 more weeks, build up your strength, and we'll see if this goes away over time. So I see him in 6 more weeks, and then he'll like see if that's good,
what you have to do after. So you broke your skull, and then what other injuries did you have?
So I punctured my lung. My right lung was working at like 50%. It's fully healed and good now. That's good. I had a bunch of fractures in my skull. I have a crack underneath and above my right orbital cavity. He said that's probably the only thing that's not gonna. So me being a Philly fan is a little scary, because if I run my mouth and I get punched in the face,
damn.
He said he's like, this is probably the only thing that won't fully heal.
Yeah.
But like when I got my CAT scan, he's like, it looks like everything's gonna fuse back together up there. He's
good.
Like, I'm like, I can't believe it.
Was it like glass or something that like punctured like from the window? Or
when the accident happened, from what they believe happened was when it happened, I flew into the passenger seat.
Okay.
And then like I hit into the window, and then I flew to the other side of the car too, because I was behind the passenger seat.
Yeah.
So I flew into the chair, apparently, hit the window, and then I flew to the other side.
Wow.
So when Famke and Connor opened the door, like
everyone else had their seatbelt on.
Yeah, they were fine.
Oh.
They were completely fine.
Poor guy.
Connor was like, it took me a while to like be able to crack my neck again, but besides that, he was fine.
Oh wow.
It's crazy. And
seatbelts. Everybody do seatbelts.
Seriously, no. Connor said like our one project manager, Lee, says like like every time I get in my car, he's like, I don't start my car until my son puts a seatbelt in the back now. And my one my mother's friend literally says like, you might not believe it, but like something like that happening to you and you surviving is going to wake up a lot of people and save lives.
Yeah.
Seatbelts and whatnot,
That's what I was just thinking about. Yeah.
It's crazy.
For real. So you've heard of like our pick'ems that we do for like football.
Love them. They're so funny. Scott just doesn't seem to hit them, man.
No.
He goes like half and half. He at least has like 6 losses. Oh,
no. He couldn't.
It's like he wants the underdog to win, and it's just a long shot.
It kills him.
It's funny because when we did like the bracketology for it at the very end, he almost caught up to me. I did so bad with the playoff game, so bad. I couldn't. But he almost caught up to me. He almost came in second place.
because he had the Bucks winning the Super Bowl, so that gave him a bunch of points. Yeah.
Yes.
That stuff is awesome though. The whole setup with that, like I was talking to Gonzo yesterday about it. I was like, it's so fun. Like,
but like
pick'ems, everything you guys have set up with that is so fun. It's like entertaining. It's like
exactly.
It makes me like, I'm like, why the hell is he picking that? It gets you into it. I love that.
But it's like what we're planning on doing differently now this time is that it's not just gonna be the three of us. Like I'm thinking about getting more and more people. I mean, so like it's not like we can have like a whole room, like,
but we can at least have people submit their pick'ems.
Like have everybody like submit their pick'ems, and and like if you want to be on the podcast again, we'll do like a podcast talk, and then right after that we'll do like pick'ems, and like whoever else wants to be a part of pick'ems as well too. Or if you can't make it, we'll just like Zoom call, you know, some like a special person.
We could do you know what we could do? We could do a fantasy league too. For the
fantasy league,
that would be cool.
Okay, yeah. Really, and then I was thinking about doing like a sports betting twist to it because when
I'm all game for that. I'm all game for that.
because Matt Angles, like, he got in contact with me. He's like, I want to do one of the pick'ems. And
Matt reached out to you. And
awesome. Yeah, he did. And he's like, do you guys do anything like with like over under, you know, money line, any like spreads? And I'm like, no, but we're totally open to doing that for like the following you know, season. So
like add more to, like, it's not just like picking teams. Be like, hey, I think they're gonna score over this amount, or I think we'll win by. I'm
trying to get as many people like involved as possible. It's almost like a high school reunion if you think about it, but it's like more like ongoing.
It's like people have literally said that, like, it's so fun watching your guys' podcast because you have all of us that we've all gone to school.
Yeah, exactly.
Watching you, commenting on you, laughing at the stuff and everything. Like,
awesome. You guys have been awesome. You guys have been great.
You
honestly,
guys have been killing it, man. I'm so happy to be able to be here and be on the podcast.
Yeah, Scott's hilarious, isn't he?
Dude, he's something else, man.
He's always busy though. It's so tough to get him on now.
Yeah. He's pretty flaky,
he
but
is the biggest character.
He is.
There's no one else like him.
What do you know about Scott? Like what's his reputation with you?
I've grown up playing soccer with him. Like,
that's right. I
mean, I know. And then
Independence, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I don't know, high school. You know, he had a couple screws loose. And
he
still means well. He's a great kid. You know, his father's awesome. Like, you know.
Oh yeah.
His little brother.
He was a 2-time state champ, I think.
2-time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember Smeargate? No, when
yes,
we still talk about that till this day.
That's
okay. Wait, who do you think did it?
I think it was Scott and Talk. It was a
tag team duo.
Yeah,
it was like I was one of the few people that like actually saw it in person, and
that is just horrific.
Scott.
I can only imagine how bad it smelled.
I would.
Oh my god!
I don't even want.
I would have thrown up.
Scott took a shit on a piece of cardboard, put it in a locker, and like trying to make it like a joke that someone would like open up a locker and see a piece of shit in there. But he thought in his mind that, hey, maybe I could give this piece of shit to Talk.
No. Scott showed Talk. He said he showed Talk. He was like, oh, someone's gonna open it and find it. And Talk grabbed it. He said, and then smeared it.
It was first and foremost, what are you doing?
Shitting on a piece of cardboard.
Put it somewhere. In other words,
that's Scott for you.
Smearing it wasn't the best of it. That was a combined. They were a little
tag team there.
I was pretty sure that was both of them, but that's still one of the funniest things.
I should have known. What,
something like that happened. I think it was Mount Olive or something too. I think someone like. Or maybe it was West Morris. Someone like shit in a urinal there, and like I heard the principal had like this whole speech about it. They gathered everyone, had an assembly, and like they recorded it. And like at that time, it was like do you remember how you could like record yourself and it would like add a beat and stuff to it and like kind of turn what you say into a song? There was like an app that was popular.
I think so.
They did that with his speech, and it went viral on YouTube apparently.
It's like the South Park. Somebody left a mud monkey in the urinal.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's so funny. Man. You got some balls. I don't know how you can do that. How the hell do you shit in a urinal?
I don't know.
How do you have the time where no one else is in the bathroom? Just like take your time. That's
either that or you care so little about someone possibly walking in.
Someone walks in and like, me personally, it's like. What if I walked in? If that person's like, "What's up?"
Yeah,
I just shrug my shoulders, and be like, "I don't even know what to say at this moment, man." Oh god, that's so funny.
All right. Does that Did I do it with episode 20?
I think so. Unless you have anything else you
Steven
want to talk
Jaxheimer, thank you for coming on the podcast. We
so
want you to
happy.
come back again, honestly, for pick'ems as well
Yes,
too.
yes,
And we are happy that you are killing it right now and alive and
So
getting better with your
right.
physical therapy, with your health.
I'm so happy that I got the opportunity to come here and be here. I still can't thank you guys enough for even when I was in the hospital, like, you know, say those words for me and whatnot, and it means the world to me, and I'm so happy that
No problem.
I'm here. I will be coming back for sure.
Awesome,
Perfect.
awesome.
I love this podcast. I love what you got going here. You gotta blow it up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm trying. I mean, I started
We're gonna
with
get more
the
people
Spotify,
involved. We're gonna get some
iHeartRadio.
pick'ems.
Yeah.
You know, get the fans involved.
Exactly.
That's
Exactly.
how you build it up.
Now you're part of the Stutter After Me experience.
Yeah.
So I'm so happy, yeah. That was another thing too. The stutter after me, like.
Yeah. Do you know how I picked that name?
I mean, I have an idea, but
Well, yeah. I mean, like I had like a stuttering issue.
back then,
back in high school, and I mean, Tiger TV was basically like what helped
but you know,
me through
I'm
it.
saying, that made you overcome it and everything. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's Miss Thomasy's the best. Love you, Miss T.
All right, thank you, Steven Jaxheimer. Thank you
you
so
guys.
much. That does it with episode 20.
Perfect.
Awesome.
What an epi!
That was good.